This is Kat with Beadaholique, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make a quick and easy stretch bracelet using the Dazzle It Tropical Punch slider beads. Now this is just a really fun, simple project, and it provides this nice kind of chunky look, so it's definitely a showstopper. So I'm just going to show you how to do this in a couple easy steps in this video here. So to do this, you're going to need some of the Tropical Punch slider beads. Now in each package, you'll get 4 slider beads, but you'll notice that for my bracelet here, which is a 7-inch bracelet, you'll need 2 packages because you'll need that 5th one on each. So you'll have a little left over, so if you wanted to make something else, you can do that as well. I'm also going to be using the Beadsmith Opelon stretch jewelry fiber, and I need a pair of scissors, and that's it. So let's go ahead and get started. So go ahead and remove your slider beads from your package. I'm just going to kind of slide mine out there. And again, you're going to need about 5 of each to make this 7-inch bracelet. And I just chose some really fun colors. I have this orange, kind of peachy color, and then I have my blue color. So you'll notice that the beads have a little bit of a shape to them, and the coating on each side is just a little bit different. There's one that has a little bit more of a solid color and one that's a little bit more lucite. So you can kind of decide, but I like it to sort of fit along the wrist however you like. Just make sure that they're all going the same way. And the same with these guys. You'll see compared next to each other that one's a little bit more coated and one has that little bit more of a lucite finish. So I want that lucite finish to show on the outside to give it that nice shimmery style. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to take your Opelon and sort of cut off, I'd say about 2 feet. And you're going to need 2 strands for this. And go ahead and set that aside. So to begin, just take one of your slider beads, and there's a little hole in the top, and you'll just slide your fiber all the way through. And then I'm just going to slide through one of the orange beads that I have here. There we go. And you'll notice that they kind of fit together really nicely. And you're just going to continue in that same manner to add all of your beads. And last one. So now I have all of my beads strung on that top strand going through that top there. So now what I'm going to do, and I'll show you quickly what I did on this one, is you'll notice that there are 2 going through each that I've done there. And that's just because I wanted to loop it around to give it a little bit more structure, because not that these are heavy, but they are fairly large. So you want to give that fiber that extra support that it's going to need. And you don't really see it anyway, so that's sort of nice. So to repeat that, just take your tail, and now you're going to carefully go back through all the top of those beads. And this will be that sort of second loop. And you'll see that they'll kind of start to come together here. Just make sure not to pull out your original tail end over here as you're working. So I'm just going to finish up these last 2 beads. And my last one here. So now my 2 ends are coming out here. So now what I'm going to do is just kind of scooch all of this together and make sure that I've got my threads nice and tight coming around. we go. And now I'm just going to go ahead and tie my overhand knot and tie those down nice and tight. And just for good measure, I'm going to do another knot. And now for my knot there, I'm just going to clip off those ends. And that's sort of the first part, and you'll see in the second part, you'll just repeat that same process going around in the bottom, which will be a little trickier now that they're all nice and splayed out for you. But same process, you just go ahead and take it and go through all those slider beads. And now I'm gonna just go back around, and I'm actually gonna use the other tail because it's a little bit longer here. And I'm just gonna go back around this way. And you'll see it's starting to close up already. Okay, and going through that last bead right there, meeting up with my other end right here. So again, just take your two and tie that overhand knot. Make sure it's nice and tight. And for good measure, do a nice little double knot. Now you can add glue there if you want. I don't recommend it, but you can if you're worried that it's going to come out. But usually those ends will just pop right into a bead and you'll never see them. So there you go. That is a quick and easy project using the Tropical Punch slider beads. And again, if you use 5 beads, it'll give you about a 7-inch bracelet. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. You can find more colors of the Tropical Punch line at Beadaholique.com.